Uncle Sam, which is a nickname for the American government.
Indeed, yes.
Where does that come from, Uncle Sam? Do you know? You got to pay Uncle Sam.
I want to say there was that poster probably in the 19th century that created that.
Oh, I always imagine it's like Samuel L. Jackson, and he's like, "You better give me that money, motherfucker."
You are a very, very, very bad cat. Why are you such a very bad cat? You are a very, very, very bad cat. Kitty, kitty, kitty cat, kitty, kitty cat. Kitty, kitty, kitty cat, kitty, kitty cat. No.
Oh,
Oh my God.
That's so Indian, dude.
No. No, you're a very, very bad cat.
all right.
That got me pumped. I got to say, I was a little bit tired. I hit the gym a bit hard yesterday and today.
Yeah.
That just got me like, whoa, hello.
That intro music got you a little fired up.
I wasn't expecting it because usually you play something more like Abe and Rich and Ben.
One of our
doobie,
classic-
doobies.
Well, usually I play a song made by Ben.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
But as you pointed out in the last episode, I'm slowly losing my mind
Yes.
and making weird kitty cat songs.
Yeah. Lonely house husband songs.
Indian kitty cat songs.
Yes.
It's
With
my
your cats.
it's my new thing.
The cat lady of your neighborhood. Or cat man of your neighborhood.
The cat man.
The cat
I am the cat man. The cat man. I should make a song like that.
All right.
Rich, it's good to see you. It's good to do a evening nighttime recording with you.
We are. Cheers.
Yes, enjoying a beverage. Cheers.
Yeah, sometimes I feel like coming over at night is the best. For me, for my schedule. Anyway.
For your schedule?
Yeah.
You prefer to kind of
Relaxing.
do it when you're chilling out and having a drink. And
Yeah, and I don't have any worries. Like I'm not like, oh my god, what if I miss, the time and I'm late for work? Like I have nothing to do.
Right.
I-
Because you don't work early in the morning.
No.
So even though it's quite late, it's 10 p.m.
Yeah, but for me this is like normal.
Or a couple late night.
Yeah.
Couple late night podcast dogs.
It's totally normal for me to get home at 11:30.
Hey, that podcast dog howling thing reminded me of of a joke.
Oh, what's that?
Can I tell you the joke?
Yeah, of course.
All right.
I
All right. So
Okay, sorry.
I went to the hospital and I told the nurse
Uh-huh.
that I had been bitten by a wolf.
As one does when they're bitten by a wolf.
Right?
Yeah.
And she said, "Where?" And I said,
Wolf.
"No, a regular wolf."
Yeah, I got that. A werewolf? No, a regular.
Stupid. Stupid me.
That's okay.
How you doing, buddy? How's your new job?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I got a new job.
You passed the interview.
I passed the interview.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
They saw you.
They saw my...
shining,
Yeah,
big muscles.
right.
Suit and tie.
Right.
Towering, tall
Yes.
man.
Knowing what he knows with authority.
And they said,
Of course.
"When do you want to start?"
Yes.
Anytime is okay.
Yeah, right.
And you said,
When I feel like it. No, the interview was good. They asked me the appropriate questions, and I got word a few days later that they're like, you have the job. I think they're kind of in this like spring vacation mode, so nothing's really come of it. I got to go in next week for like orientation.
Okay, so you haven't even taught any classes yet.
No, I don't even know exactly when it starts.
But you got the job.
Yeah, I mean, I got the job.
100%.
Yeah, the principal texted me, "You got the job," and then this other dude texted me next week. He said, "You must come in for some orientation," and then I would assume within 2 weeks I'm starting.
All right.
Yeah, I'm happy about it.
2 weeks.
Yes.
Big Rich got
Yeah.
a big new job.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, wrong button. This one first. Big new job.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound as good. You know, you gotta push the cheer button first and then the elephant.
That's all right. We
These
can do
are
it backwards.
These are deep podcast tricks.
The red button, then the blue button.
Yeah, you got to be careful about your buttons.
Yeah, buttons are tricky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like this one.
Bigger dong, longer flight.
A classic.
You never know when you're going to need that.
So you're looking forward to teaching these classes. You're going to be teaching like young adults, right?
I believe it's like 18 and 19-year-olds in classes of about 12 people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Those can be tough.
I've done classrooms before with...
Actually, you know
similar-
what? No, I shouldn't say that. Because I taught in like a Tandai.
Like a junior college.
Yeah, very briefly.
You did?
I did.
Here?
Yes, in Sendai. I actually taught there when I was like 20 years old. So it was weird because the students, some of them were older than me. But there was a lot of kids who had no interest at all in the class.
Right.
And then there was a few that were paying attention and doing the work, but no one would put up their hand and speak. Like it was really tough up there.
Right.
But you are going to be teaching at a language college.
Yes.
So all the people there are already interested in English.
Kind of, yes.
I taught at some other college where English was just one of the subjects they had to take.
Right.
But you're teaching somewhere where they want to study language.
That's not exactly true.
No?
No, sorry. It's a vocational school for air hostess, flight attendant, hotel, as well as bridal.
Oh, so it's a lot of ladies.
Yeah. Ooh,
Careful,
indeed.
Rich. Careful,
I know.
Rich. Are you afraid your wife might get jealous?
No, I don't think so. I've been dealing with a situation with my wife. She is interested in watching an American news thing where the man who's the anchor is about my age, but he has large biceps.
So he's got big, muscly arms.
Yeah, his name is David Muir on CBS News.
Arms go pop, chest goes boom.
Yeah.
Arms go pop, chest goes boom.
You suspect that she's just looking at his muscly arms and going, ooh,
Yeah. But I think it's not
I
that
like this news channel.
I think she's looking at the muscles. Therefore, she thinks I'm jealous. But I'm really not.
Do you think she's looking at the muscles?
Yes, absolutely. She's looking at the muscles. That's all she talks about.
Oh, look at his muscles.
Yeah.
They're so big.
Yeah, or like no matter what position his arm is in, his bicep bulge is like huge.
He's a news guy. Isn't he wearing a suit?
Yeah, and that's another funny thing because he always wears a black suit. No, but in the credits, he's in a helicopter with a short sleeve shirt.
Okay.
And so in the helicopter, you can see his bulging biceps.
Arms go pop.
Arms go pop.
Does his chest go boom too?
Probably.
Oh, no.
But the thing is I'm absolutely...
What about my arms?
Oh, you're sexy
What about
too, bro.
my chest?
You're
No, I
sexy,
mean
bro.
you.
Oh, for me. I literally don't care.
Yeah. But she thinks you
She
care.
thinks I care, yeah.
So
So
what
it's like
cares?
she'll be like, it's been 2 months. Why do you watch it? And I'll be like, I don't know.
Oh, so you watch it even without her?
Yeah, but
She's wondering.
she,
So the only reason she watches it is because the arms go pop and the chest goes boom.
yes,
And she's wondering, why do you watch it? Maybe she thinks
gay.
you're turning gay.
No, I think she just wants me to say I'm jealous. It's not like I have this dynamic with my wife.
What, she wants you to admit
Yeah, I
that you're
guess.
jealous.
I guess, but I'm not. I completely.
Yeah, it's a guy on TV.
It's a guy on TV. I'm watching it because if my wife is into something, I want to be into it too.
Yeah, because then you can talk about it.
Yeah, then you can talk about it.
If something comes up on that show,
Yeah.
then you guys can have interesting
Yeah,
conversations.
that's exactly it. It's 100% that.
But she's like, oh, you're watching it because you're jealous. of
Yeah.
his arms that go pop.
Yeah.
His chest
Yeah.
that goes boom.
Yeah, and it's so funny because I'm like, okay, now here's a secret that I don't mind saying. I've actually started doing different bicep things just to see what'll happen.
Oh, so now you're trying harder to make your arms go
I
pop.
am.
Big Rich owns the weight room. Who's that Big Rich?
But in my mind, I'm just like, no, it's just I learned that, oh, wow, like what I've been doing isn't matching what he's doing. So maybe I'll just do something different to see if I can match what he's doing.
All right. Well, let me tell you, if you want to increase the total mass of your bicep,
Yes.
the best exercise to do is a hammer curl.
Do not know what that means. Oh,
That-
this way.
That movement.
I do
yes.
that. Yeah.
With very heavy, as heavy as you can, and just grab the dumbbell and pull it up, and like you're hammering a nail. That movement, not twisting your arm. Some people think, oh, you got to twist your. You could twist your arm, and that'll work a certain part of your bicep.
But this one does more.
If you want to increase the
Actual
total
bicep.
size,
Yeah.
the hammer curl.
I do
is-
that.
Yep, that's the one that will increase the size the most. If you want to make it all like pop up, like really, really pop, then other things. But
Right.
to just increase the strength and size is the hammer curl is number one.
What I've added into my workout is just using a bar and doing it with both.
Yeah, a straight barbell.
Yeah, not just a dumbbell.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
And I just think it feels slightly different.
All right. Well, I'm excited to see what your arms look like in a few months. I guess I'll know your level of jealousy by seeing how much your biceps grow. If your biceps get huge, I'll be like, wow, Rich was really
Dang, small dick.
Yeah, maybe you can just imagine the guy on the news has a tiny little dick. It'll make you feel better. Is that an issue with you guys? Jealousy?
Neither of us have ever been jealous of anything. I don't think I have a jealous bone in my body about this. Like,
You're not a naturally jealous person.
well, I mean, I think I would be jealous if like things closer to my life happened, but like,
Like if there was an actual guy at her work
yeah.
with big poppy arms and a
Yeah.
big boomy chest.
And she was talking about it. And, like, but this is like so.
yeah, it's a guy on
distinct.
TV in
It's on
America.
TV
Who
in
cares?
America.
Yeah, jealousy is a funny thing, and not only jealousy, but how we communicate
Right.
not only feelings of jealousy,
Right.
but feelings of envy or admiration,
Or just-
admiring. I find that a lot of Japanese people overuse the word envy.
Right.
They say, "Oh, I envy you,"
Right.
or we don't use that word
No.
often, do
No,
we?
We do. No.
Yeah.
No.
They're very lucky in Japan. You have this great word, urayamashi.
Yes.
And it's like a light way of saying you're not jealous. It's not really so strong that it's envy. It's
Right.
just like I admire or I like or I wish I had that, but it's not such a heavy word.
No, it's not
like
like-
a very good word.
Yeah. Like, it's not a in English, like I'm jealous of you and I
Right.
hate you.
In English, to say the same thing, you basically have to say jealous with a different tone.
Right.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
I
That's
know,
awesome,
You're
bro.
great. But not in a bad
Yeah,
way.
but
right?
yeah, you can say jealous, but you just have to say it with a different tone
Right.
to get that urayamashi
Right.
kind of feeling.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's what I've been thinking. Like, what I'm seeing in this is motivation.
Because you're going to get big fucking arms, too.
Dude's got some arms that I'm like, dang, I want to.
Okay, you like arms, huh? You like arms, huh? I can get big arms.
I can get big arms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hammer curls. Hammer curls.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
Question.
Yeah, we got some questions, my friend. Here we go.
If you got a question, don't be shy.
Hi.
'Cause Abe and Rich are real nice guys. If you got a question, don't hold back. 'Cause Rich and Abe will answer that.
Nice.
We have got a bunch of questions, my friend.
Nice.
Let me. Okay, first of all, apologies to one listener, a man named Leia.
Raya.
Leia. Yes.
Okay.
Leia lives in Los Angeles. We've talked about him before.
Okay.
He lives in Los Angeles
Yes.
and he has a girlfriend.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Now, we talked about cruises
Yes.
recently, remember?
Yes.
And you're from California.
Yes.
He's living in California.
Okay.
And he's thinking about bringing his girlfriend on a cruise.
Ooh.
I think you mentioned you haven't been on a cruise.
No, I have not.
But your parents are like cruise experts.
Yeah.
And he's wondering if you have any advice about how he should choose a cruise.
I'm going to give some general pointers that you should think about. One is different cruise companies. Like my parents go on ones where basically everybody's over 60-year-old.
Well, I don't know because Rhea's with his girlfriend.
Right.
So he might not want like a party cruise.
Yeah. Then there's other cruise lines where it's parties, 20-year-olds, 30-year-olds. I don't know you, but
He's a young guy.
you can't bring your own booze on board. So if you're a drinker, you're going to have to spend money.
That depends on the cruise though, right?
I don't know specifically, but my parents are like, you're only allowed to bring one bottle of wine per person or something like that.
Oh, so your advice is check
Yeah.
and be sure.
Yeah. Like if you think it's going to be a party and then you have to drop like a bunch of money on drinking, if you're a drinker, just check into that.
How, like, do they check your luggage?
Yes.
They do?
Yes.
So when you go on the boat, they check your bags?
Yeah. You're submitting it and they have it for hours. And then they
And they,
deliver
like,
it to your room.
x-ray it or something?
I guess. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, sneaking alcohol.
It's like impossible.
brown bagging,
No.
as we say.
Yeah.
You'll get caught if you try to do that.
Yeah. They'll just take it.
Unless
Yeah.
you stick it like in your pants.
Yes.
Maybe a couple bottles of whiskey in the front,
Yeah.
a little bottle of rum in the back.
In the booty. Being on a cruise is like everything is managed. Like you can't just be like, oh, it's 6:00. I'm hungry now. I'm going to go eat dinner. No. Your breakfast, your lunch, your dinner, when you leave the ship, when you reboard the ship, everything is timed. So if you're like, sweet, I'm with my lady and we can like sleep in this morning and then go to Acapulco. No, dude. If you miss your 9:00 8 o'clock.
Yeah,
7 o'clock.
okay, but like you're talking about the cruises that your parents take. Do you know if all cruises are like that?
Well, it couldn't not be like that.
I guess because logistically,
Yeah, there's like 2,000, 3,000
Right.
customers.
right? So they would have to do that.
Yeah. Unless you're waiting in lines. But why would
Because,
they do
like, you know, when you go to a resort, like in Bali or Thailand or whatever, you go to like a 4 or 5-star hotel, you have like the breakfast, and you can go there anytime from like 7 a.m. until like 10:30 a.m.
that? Right.
But I guess on a cruise, probably they can't really do that because there's just too many
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
Or
That, and it's like if you're cooking for 2,000 customers and 1,500
right,
workers,
they need you to come at a certain time.
you've got to be finished with breakfast by 11 so they can start lunch,
right.
right? So you have to think of all those kind of like parameters.
Right. Okay.
Often cruises are cashless now. And so, no, but what I mean is like it's your tab. You put everything on your room,
Right.
and then you just get the bill at the end.
So you show your key card
Yeah,
or something,
like that.
and then at the end of the cruise, you
Yes.
get the bill.
Yes.
Okay.
And then just again, if you're a complete novice,
Novice meaning a beginner at cruises.
if it's like
Inexperienced.
Yeah, if
Someone
it-
who's not experienced.
yeah, if it's a 7-day cruise, it's probably really like a 5.5 because you're leaving at 8 p.m. and coming back at 5 a.m. something like that.
So if it says 7-day,
It could really be 6.
it's more like
Yeah,
6
right,
max.
right.
Okay, interesting.
And if you go somewhere where there is weather-related problems, the captain has the 100% authority to skip a port of call. And it's happened to my parents.
Interesting. Okay. So if they tell you, we're going to Jamaica and we're going to Havana and we're going to Puerto Rico.
Right.
But the captain can say, the weather there is really bad. We're going to skip Jamaica.
Yeah. I mean, it's not as wimpy as that, but clearly if there's like you're on the
But
high
the captain has the authority for the safety of everyone.
Yes.
Because no one wants to be on a cruise ship where you're going like
Right.
sideways and everyone's barfing and
Right.
all the dishes are smashing
Right.
because the crew, have you seen those videos on YouTube
Yeah, my dad's experienced it.
where the cruise ship is going like,
Right.
whoa,
Right.
whoa, and all the chairs and tables are flying around?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Right.
Wow, Rich, I didn't even tell you this question was coming, but
Hmm.
you had some really good, useful pointers.
Yeah, my dad has opened up a lot about the almost 30 cruises they've been on. And
30, wow.
yeah, I find it very interesting, some of the things he says.
So you've been listening to your dad's cruise stories
Yeah,
for
for sure.
decades.
For sure. Oh, can I say one more thing?
Yeah, of course.
Just be ready to possibly be locked into always sitting with the same people for every meal.
Yeah, you mentioned that before.
yeah.
Like you got your table,
Yep.
and then the whole trip you're with the same
Yes.
people.
Yes.
Okay, well, hey, Rhea, I hope that, helps. I mean, I guess the number one thing to remember is just check everything.
Yeah, and have fun.
Like, as we say, read the fine print.
right.
Like,
right.
don't just think, oh, it says all food is included. That means I can eat anytime I want.
No.
Like, you got to read carefully all the details. Read the fine print, as we say.
Yeah.
Okay, great information, Rich. Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All right, and just one more question here.
Okay.
This one comes from our friend all the way in Mother Russia.
Oh, Mother Rush.
Yes, our friend
I
Demonchik.
feel like he hasn't posted a question in a while.
He sends messages to Instagram, and like, I just, Ben used to take care of Instagram,
Ah.
and I got my other podcast's Instagram. I basically have to do all the social media for my other podcast.
Right.
My partner doesn't really help me much these days. And so I kind of neglect Teacher Talk's Instagram sometimes. It's
not
my
a problem.
fault.
It's not a problem.
I'm sorry, guys. I'll try and post more on Instagram. I'm just a little burnt out. Not getting a lot of help with social media on my other podcast. Yoshi.
Hint.
Well, he's been going through a hard time the last few years, but it's time, I hope he's going to start helping more soon. Anyway, Demonchik asks, he said he's heard that Americans living abroad have to do their taxes in America as well as the country that they're living in.
Yeah, that's true.
So his question is, do you get taxed twice?
If you're making under a certain amount, about $100,000 US, you do not owe anything.
So unless you're making big money, you don't need to pay the U.S. government anything.
Yes.
But
100% correct.
But you still need to file your taxes. You should.
I know multiple Americans that sometimes don't do it, including myself. I did for a number of years until I just got like, why do I do this paperwork to tell you I don't need to do this paperwork kind of thing.
Right. So you have to file a piece of paper that says, I'm not a big money guy.
Yeah. I don't owe you anything.
Right.
Peace.
And that's just kind of annoying.
Yeah.
And if you don't do it, no one really cares.
Well, I don't know. I mean, it doesn't stress me.
Well, I
It's
mean,
like,
if they come
what are
after
gonna do?
you,
I don't owe you anything.
if they come after you and say, hey, you didn't do your tax, then you can just show them, look, I don't owe you guys anything.
Yeah.
Good question, Demonchik. The answer is double tax, yes, if you are a big money bro.
Yeah. I'm not a big
there.
money bro.
Making the big bucks,
Raking it in.
raking in the cash. If you're out there raking in the cash, Uncle Sam, which is a nickname for the American government.
Indeed. Yes.
Where does that come from, Uncle Sam? Do you know? You got to pay Uncle Sam.
I want to say there was that poster probably in the 19th century that created that.
Oh, I always imagine it's like Samuel L. Jackson. And he's like, you better give me that money, motherfucker.
I think it predates.
Sorry, Uncle Sam.
Predates.
I'll pay as soon as I can. All right, Rich, let's wrap it up.
Yeah. Good times. Thank you.
Thank you for the questions, guys. Please ask us a question. Come to my website, 55freebird.com. Come to our Instagram and X and follow us. I'll try to post more stuff, I promise. And you can always send us a message and get in touch with us on either of those platforms. You can also send me a Toyawase, a contact form on my website, 55freebird.com. And please rate and review on Apple and Spotify, and send some comments our way on Spotify too if you listen on Spotify. We really appreciate this kind of stuff, that kind of interaction, that gives us motivation, and it also kind of helps give our podcast a bump so more people might notice us. So please do that. All right, say goodbye, Big Rich.
Goodbye.